My apologies. This is not a really. This is not a real video. It's more of an audio. But hear me out. Like yo, I was I was on YouTube looking at videos and stuff. I'm a big hip hop fan. That's like one of the things I remember saying a while back on my Facebook was like, y'all ever watch every rapper, every street dude, right? A rapper that comes on TV, they always do the same old shit in every interview. Every time the red dot that says, hey, we recording, we're live or something, comes on, every street nigga, every street whatever gangster rapper, the first thing they do, they go into their pockets and pull out a stash and they start counting their money like bro, you had the money in your pocket. You could have counted that shit like in the car or something. Why is it as soon as you're on TV, on camera, you gotta pull out the stash? You gotta start counting it. You gotta start showing it off. That shit gets corny after a while. You watch it's like every rapper after rapper, rapper after rapper. They start pulling that money back like, yo, I got this amount of bands in my pocket right now, son. I got. It's like nigga, who the fuck cares? Like niggas sound like little kids. Like they just new to this shit. Like they never seen money before. Like you making yourself look stupid and like and you sitting there talking about money and nothing to money and nothing to you stop showing it off, stop bragging about this shit. Like every time you go somewhere you got like, oh I gotta pull this look at the stash I got in my pocket. Like Fetty, I understand Fetty. Fetty was like, yo, he was homeless and shit. And he's like, yo, this time last year I was homeless, I ain't had no money. Today I'm walking with 26,000 in my pocket for no reason. I mean, you understand the nigga. He from a place that's like, yo, he really didn't have no money, so he's new to it. He's still having that immature, like that kid, childish mentality. Like, oh, it's money. But if it's still like, why are you walking with that amount of money on you? What are you doing? Now you telling other people like, yo, you need some money, son? Come rob me. That's kind of like what you're saying, right? That's enticing. You know what I mean? That's like somebody saying they're hungry, and you sitting there talking about, yo, I got five chili uh cheesecakes in my pocket right now, son. And then you showing it off. You know what I mean? The person's like, oh, that shit look good. Oh, that shit look. You know what I mean? That's what you're doing. Like, yo, ten like $10,000 is how much I spent on what 2 years at a community college, out of pocket money, $10,000. This nigga had 26 in his pocket. I was paying that shit off as I go. And I'm going to work. Like my sister, she going to work. She making what 30,000 a year. This nigga has 26 in his pocket for no reason. My sister is working every day to get $30,000 for the year. Right? My mother goes to work every day, tired and shit, to make 40,000 a year. My father goes to work every day to make 50,000 a year. Right? And you hear niggas talking about, oh, the rollie on their wrist, 50,000. Really? Give me that 50,000 and bro, I'll walk around with you anytime you need to. Anytime you want to know what the time is, I'll tell you. You feel me? I'll be your personal watch. 50,000 a year, you know what I mean? And 50,000, that's like above average. Average people make 30,000 a year, 30, 35. And a nigga is spending 50,000 on just a watch. You know what I mean? Carrying that amount of cash on there for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm making about what 20 something a year. I got two jobs. I'm probably making 26. And this nigga Fetty walking around with 26 on him. I'll take that 26 out of his pocket. I could sit at home all year round and not do anything because, hey, I have the amount of money I could live off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit there walking around with that amount of money on you, showing off all this money, holding all this cash. Meanwhile, other people, that money that you flashing, throwing around and shit, that's what it's like their life is for. You spent your whole life, you spent a whole year working, breaking your back for that exact amount of money that somebody else is throwing around. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, I remember my first job, I was making like minimum wage and shit. Like, there were certain things I wanted. You know what I mean? And I remember like watching TV, and they'll put like certain things on sale and tell you it's cheap. I remember seeing a commercial for a bed, and the shit was like $900. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, $900. I just worked 2 weeks. I just worked for 2 weeks to get a paycheck. That's not even $300. So how long is it gonna take me to work to pay off $900? Meanwhile, I'm getting one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't start looking at it like money. I started looking at how many hours of my life I have to give up to get this amount of money. You feel me? That's basically what we're doing. We're trading hours of our life for money. And a lot of times, the people who do the most hard work, like, they don't get that much, right? You get minimum wage, and you're running around on your feet all day long. Most people don't just have one job. And here you are walking around flashing your money, flashing all this cash, racks. Like, you just asking for people. Let somebody be in a situation where it's like, yo, they don't see no tomorrow. They gonna look at you and be like, yo, this nigga always got money on him, son. So anytime we see him in person, run up on him. That'll be a come up. 26,000, 30,000. Hell, we take his watch. He's always saying that's 50,000. We take that shit. We'll be good. You feel me? Y'all are just asking for niggas to rob y'all. And y'all gonna be like, oh, ain't nobody gonna touch me. I got the stick on me. Yeah, okay. Like, a stick don't do shit for you when somebody catches you by surprise and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll go out just like everybody else be going out. They catch you at a red light, light up your whip, and ain't no stick gonna do nothing for you. A stick will do something for you when you know the person is coming. The person come up from behind, that stick is just decoration, boy. It's like, yo, stop flashing your money like that shit is really cool. You got money, you got money. Billionaires, the richest folks on the planet don't walk around flashing their money. Imagine Bill Gates was to walk around with a bale of money. You know what I mean? Everywhere he goes, he pushing that shit or something, bricks of money. The richest folks don't show off like the niggas barely making any money. Niggas get a couple of $1,000 and they think they're rich and they start flashing this shit around. Like, when have you seen a billionaire do an interview holding money in his hands? Like, oh, let me count that. That's 2 G's. Oh, that's $1 million. That's 2 millions right there. Nah, but niggas, broke niggas who finally get a little money, start showing off like crazy. Yo, share, like, comment, whatever.